Hello everyone, welcome to your weekly card reading for the week of August 18th, I believe. And wow, I can't believe it, week already went by, and I don't know, I haven't had my great birth yet, so hopefully that's still coming. I can see something's about to happen, but we don't know what yet. So anyway, I don't know. Interesting how this one it's kind of been on hold. So although we're going on to the next week, I still feel like the energies of last week are continuing, just like I felt that the week before. For some reason, I feel like these readings are spanning a larger amount of time than the week. So anyway, let's see. I don't know if that's fog. I'll try and keep an eye on the camera also. It seems like it's kind of blurry or something. But anyway, I'm going to draw one Gillian Kemp Tree Magic card to ground the reading. And then I will draw 5 chicken cards, 3 moving lines, and then a healing card, and an overall message card. Okay, we have the willow tree, number 7, wisdom. And it says, wisdom and progress develop without rest, like a tree springing upward from its roots in the earth. And it seemed like, I think last week we had something about being rooted in the earth also. And so it's interesting, we have this real grounding right now. And the willow tree, wisdom, it's number 7, and that has to do with really kind of awakening to the world around you, in the physical world around you, and just kind of really being present with the physical world around you, and seeing it in a lot of dimensions, you know, seeing even the energetic dimensions behind what's going on, kind of locking into the subtleties of the physical world, really awakening to that world around you. So, okay, I'm going to draw 3 moving lines for steps in time for the chickens, and then 1 healing card, what's improving, and then 1 overall message card to keep in mind for the week. Okay, Tang. I think we had that last week. In the last week, and Pleiadia. And Birdie Baby. These, we had both of these last week. Interesting. And what is improving? What's healing? What's getting better? We have Dahlia. This camera is cloudy. 1 second, I'll clean it. And then what to keep in mind, our overall message here is flower. So 1 second, let me clean the camera. Okay. So, sorry about that. I guess it's this camera, when it warms up, when it's on, it must, I don't know, cause fog. It seems like it always happens. So anyway, sorry about that. Okay, so we have these moving lines here, and we start out with the end of last week here, and this is about feeling good and kind of creating your life in a state of happiness, so that you are satisfied and fulfilled in your moment to moment. So it's really about doing things to make yourself happy, and you know, if there's something from the past you feel like it's missing, invoke it, bring it here. If there's something that you need to cut from the past, you know, remove it from your present tense. And then also, if you have something that you want in the future, if you plan on being someone or going somewhere or doing something, bring that feeling to you now, and know that it's yours now, and just know that you can step into that, and just allow time to present the steps for you, and know that you can take the feeling and take the accomplishment and bring it to you now, and then allow the universe and your life to unfold the process of attainment for whatever that is that you want. So you can bring the future to your present, and you can bring the past to your present, and anything you don't want in the future, you can also, you can, block or protect yourself, so that if you fear something, you can bring that protection and kind of keep an eye on it. I always say, hold your fears in front of you, and don't dwell on them, but it's almost like look out of the corner of your eye and hold protection around that fear. Hold whatever it is that concerns you, or that you feel is a danger coming to you, a threat, and put energy of healing and protection around that, so that you have your eye on it, and again allow existence and life to unfold the process to avoid this situation and to protect you from whatever it is that you want to avoid in life, in your future. So it's like you can alter the future by being aware of a possibility, and then protecting yourself from that possibility, and then you can really bypass it. So okay, so it's about really just making sure that you're feeling confident and good and positive and emotionally fulfilled in the present moment, and that you're taking care of yourself. And then, so we start out with this, it's a state of being, a state of being where we are fulfilling ourselves. And then we move from there into changes and breakdowns of what was. So whatever we have known, something is going to change for us. We have the 5 card, 5 of Earth. The world around us is changing in some way. So again, change is always for the better. I really, even looking at other people's lives or my own life, you see how everything is meant to happen the way it happens, and there's a reason for everything. So when something breaks down, or it's really a breakthrough. We have broken through one phase of our life, or we have broken through a part of our life, and then we move into a new space, and we have the resources to recreate our life. So this is Tang, and it's about fulfilling ourselves. And then this is Pleiadia, and it's about having those resources when catastrophe hits, when we have some type of loss, or when we have some type of change in our life. We clear the way for new things, and we have the resources to create the life that we want for ourselves and that we're meant to have. So we have the inner resources, we have the outer resources. We have the ability to create a new foundation, or to change our foundation, so that we unfold with different patterns and different kind of a different structure too. Different patterns, different structure. It's a change in the design of your life. And then whatever it is that breaks and falls, and whatever it is that has to be kind of reorganized or revised, we come into this great birth again. And this is the overall message card from last week. And again, we have this continuation with these 2 cards here. But this is about something being born into this physical world, very important for the world. So it's being born by the universe. It's almost like a process of natural selection, a process of evolution, a process of the universe giving birth to life, and giving birth to even the mind and the intelligence of life through the events that we experience, and not only through ourselves as individuals, but the larger play. So it has to do with timing, it has to do with many people, it has to do with different lives, it has to do with timing of different elements, but it's also the grand time of when humanity is ready for a birthing process or an evolution, and then we have this evolution of something very important that really changes the world for everybody. It's like it's such a big change or an amazing birth that really the whole world is affected, and humanity steps up another level, and life and intelligence and love steps up another level. So we have this evolution of human, of spirit, and of life, but really of kind of the quality. It's like evolution towards that utopia, towards that heaven, that merger of heaven and earth, and that integration of heaven and earth. So, it's really like spiritual evolution as well. But it takes place in the physical world, because these are both physical cards, and that's the really bottom line shifters, when it actually is completely present in the physical world. So, what to keep in mind? What's healing? What's getting better is Dahlia, and Dahlia has to do with, again, our roots, and we had that roots last week. We have the roots this week, and this has to do with connecting to our roots, our personal, who we are, the family we come from, the place we come from, the ancestry we come from, the genetic background we come from, the ethnic background we come from, even the skills and the talents and the kind of the traits of your genetic makeup. I don't know if I'm saying it right. It's almost like the gifts that run in your family, the talents that run in your family. They tend to be somewhat genetic. It's like you get your great skill from somebody in your family, from some genetic line still. Again, even though it's spiritual, even though it's energetic, it still has a physical component to it. There is still a physical part of it, which is the genetics. So we receive from our tribe, we receive from our line of humanity, we receive from our family in our spirit, in our genetics, and really just connecting with your roots. You can see it in your family, you can see it in your ancestry, you can see it in your ethnicity. You can maybe even see it in your childhood. Who you were as a child. That's who you were, or who you always are. That's your essence when you're a child. And there's things that we have as children that we're meant to keep with us and have always, eternally, throughout our lives and throughout our existences. So really kind of connecting with your roots and understanding yourself and understanding your purpose and your almost your expertise in the world, and what makes you different, what makes you unique, and honoring your unique physicality in terms of your background. So we have this, it's also a card of not really feeling like you fit in, and then having to connect with your roots, and connect with your understanding of yourself, so that you feel that sense of belonging, and anything that makes you any group that makes you feel like you're not accepted or you don't belong, you do still have a belonging in this world, in the larger picture. I mean, you are beyond any small group. You have your nature that is here to be fulfilled and experienced and lived out, and to step into your potential. So we have this kind of rerootedness and a self-appreciation and a sense of belonging that is returning to us now. And then our overall message card is flower, which has to do with the 6th chakra and the pituitary gland and the 3rd eye, your center of psychism. And it's about when you look at things with the light that you look at things through. The way you perceive things is felt. It's always a projection. All of us, by nature, we can't help it, but when we look at things, we naturally project onto them, and they are felt. So when whatever people's perception of us are, we feel that, and whatever our perception of others are, they feel it. And people are influenced by our projections, the way our psychic vision, the way the way we see things through the light that we see things, and people feel that energetically, and it can strengthen them, or it can also, in a sense, weaken them. Whatever you project onto people is felt. So you can even have a very strong feeling towards a person or perception, and not even say a word, and they totally know. They can totally feel it. So you can even protect yourself in ways like that, where you're just aware of who a person is, and you keep your eye on them almost, or keep your energy, the protective energy on them and you, so that you can keep out of harm's way. Or you can bring out the beauty, and you can bring out the essence of people in a really positive way with looking at people too. So you can always draw out of people what you want by the way you feel and look at them. So this is just to keep in mind. This is kind of like your power card for the week. Remember that you have that power to let people know how you relate to them without even saying a word, just by looking at them. And there is that psychic influence and projection, and just be aware of that and use it for your advantage and for the good of all, so that your psychic vision is actually active, and as you look at things, you are able to change them and influence them. By influencing them with your perception, you're able to alter situations or the way things play out for you. So just really keeping your awareness on your psychic perception of people, and knowing that you can use that as a tool, and really being conscious with how you're going to orient yourself, or how you're going to energetically project onto people for bettering yourself and other people, and for the good of all. So again, the card reads, wisdom and progress develop without rest, like a tree springing upward from its roots in the earth. Number 7, the willow tree, and it says wisdom. And I just want to say that we need to be real wise here with our projections, and take advantage of our spiritual nature, and know that we can find our satisfaction through our own efforts, and through our own inner alignment with what we want in the present moment, and that as things change for us, that we have the resources that we need to create a new foundation, something that works better for our patterns and our structures and what we want to create. We can allow whatever is not meant to be to, break down, and then have our breakthrough into a new life, a new way of life, and a new life, and then something just beyond us that is a part of our lives and that we are living for and living because of is being birthed through us and through the people around us and the circumstances and the way events and actions and speech and experiences fall in time. There's a birthing process through that. And then we again have to really connect with our roots and appreciate ourselves for exactly who we are and our unique essence and what really makes us special and unique, and being proud of ourselves for whatever it is that makes us different. That maybe we don't fit into that group because they don't have the same background as we do. But anyway, as we stand in our personal power and appreciate ourselves for who we are, and have that self-confidence and that certainty in our personal orientation, in our sense of self, as we appreciate ourselves and have confidence in ourselves, others will too. And again, we have this ability to project our psychism on others, so that we can communicate with others or orient ourselves with others in a way that's best for ourselves and others. We really have to see things with truth and clarity, and then see things for what they are clearly and in truth. And as we see clearly and with truth, we project our sense of reality, and people feel that, and it does have influence, and it can make changes, it can protect us, and it can heal people, it can heal relationships. So it's about really influencing relationships with our psychic perception for the good of all. So anyway, I hope everyone got what they needed out of this today. And I was going to show you this little fruit that we have in Thailand. I don't know if you can see. It's like, this little kind of furry red and green fruit, and then it's really good on the inside. It's one of my favorite fruits here. So anyway, I just wanted to show you. I had a bunch, but they are one of my favorite fruits in Thailand here. So anyway, take care everyone, and I will see you again next week. Bye-bye.